How are we all doing? Capitals versus Boston in the first preseason game. Face off Dowd versus Lindholm. Lindholm wins it. Caps pick it up in the middle here. Oversteps. Boston with possession. Dump it in. Thompson to play it. Dowd working it along the boards. Ethan Frank there. Offside. Not sure if I agree there, but offside it is. Caps dump it in. Bouvillier there. Working with Milano. Milano, it's good to see Milano back. Didn't get to see him play much last season. Shot. Deflected into the corner. Bouvillier still with it here. Across the blue line. Shot on, goes wide. Caps just lose it out on the blue line now. First shot goes to Washington. Boston tried to break out there, did not get what they wanted. Caps dump it in now. Big hit up against the inboards there. Dangerous up in front. Can't get the shot away. A lot of new prospects here. Miroshnichenko there on the ice. First shot there for Boston. Scrappy start, but first game of preseason to be expected here. Caps get it out and dump it in on net. Still with it. Goes around the boards. Can't keep it in the zone though. Enters the zone. Boston intercept that there. Almost lost out there. Dumped on the net. Boston breakout here. Put into the boards by the Caps defender. On the back of the net. Dumps it around again. Boston still with it on the net here. Ranzui takes him off the puck. Caps with it behind their own net here. Changing the men. Long pass there. Can't keep it in the offensive zone though. Tries it again. Changes some players again here. Ethan Frank now with it. Very fast player. Arguably faster than McDavid. At least on the recorded. Shot rebounded into the corner. Lost it all the way down into the defensive end here. Behind our net. Bit of a scrappy pass there. Battle up against the boards here. Caps come up with it. Find the Caps net now. Caps come up with it. Exit in the zone. Picked up in the middle. Milano. Driving it on the left-hand side here. put it into the slot, does not get the shot off. Behind the net, using the boards here. Bounced in front, bobbling puck in the blue paint. Couldn't get a good shot off there, but still got a bit of a shot. And then the icing. Splits through the D, shoots it. Yeah. Good play there from the Caps. Offensive draw here for the Caps. Caps win it. Shot on net. Blocked by a bit of friendly fire there, I think. Caps pick it up there on the net. Stretch pass. Moshnichenko there. A lot of board play here, up on the boards. Bruins intercept that. 3-on-2 here. Caps break it up. And bad pass from the Bruins there. Sends it out the zone. Shot on net there. Thompson's fine with it. Prospects are trying to take these last few spots here. Want to do what they can. For both Boston and the Caps players here. We'll see who we get partway through the game when the goalies do change, though. That'll be interesting to see. Tries a little bit out. Didn't quite get past the blue line, though. Caps intercept it and get it out of the zone there. Dumped in. Boston with it behind the net now. Intercepted here in a dangerous spot, and the Boston goalie will claim that one. Not sure the shot clock is very correct here. But a lot more shots than just 3. But preseason, they're not going to always do it, I guess. Not too bothered about it. Offensive draw here. Matiko, I think his name is. Not a familiar name, one of the prospects here. Boston break out into the offensive zone. Cross ice pass. Caps do a good job breaking it up there and exit the zone. And it goes into the Caps bench there for the whistle. .601 into the first here, and we will go to commercial break. We'll go and have a quick check of who's actually playing in this game. I know Miroshnichenko, Milano, Dowd are playing. The familiar names. Ethan Frank as well. Not sure who else is playing though. So Bouvillier, Duhaime's playing. Lapierre. And the Van Riemsdyk, and obviously Logan there. Got Vincent, Spencer Smallman, Ryan Chesley, Lyndon Lakovic, Leon Mugli, Henry Eric's, Declan, Pele, and Bogdan join them. Not many vets here. We've got the younger players and Dowd. Bavilier, can't remember how old he is though. He's 28. So he's in the middle there. Brandon Duhaime, also 28. Trevor's 34. Did not think he was 34. Jesus. Off the post and in. Morgan Geeky just shoots out of nowhere. Just posting in. We had some of our bets on there. It just lost in the skates. Morgan Geeky comes up with it and just a quick snapshot from the circle. It just goes far side on Thompson and just beats him. Beats him clean. 1-0 Boston, 6:26 into the game here. Caps here, Milano with Villiers. In the slot here, Milano on the backhand, and he scores. Milano, didn't see him much last season. He comes up here and ties it with the next shot of the game, less than a minute later. Good forechecking. Duhaime, I think that was. Bavilier on the forecheck. Not sure who passes it there to Milano. But the 1-goal early lead is just tied up that quickly. Caps put it in the border. Rosnachenko. Across the blue line, slap shot, rebound, he goes wide. Short side shot there on the boards and jumps up into the crowd there. I don't actually know where that went. Lost sight of it. Don't recognise the goalie on the bench here. I'll have a check. Does not say. But here we go. we'll find out later in the game. Logan won't take up the entire game here though. Doesn't exactly need it against prospects. Rebounded and saved by Logan. A bit of rough stuff in the front of the crease here. Boston come up with a draw, blocked by Duhaime. McAvoy digging it in with Duhaime there. Up on the blue line. Frank fails to clear it, but it gets cleared anyway. Bit of rough stuff in front of the Caps bench there. Caps with it behind the net there. Avoids a hit. Duhaime playing very high up here on the forecheck. And Boston here, Geeky all alone. Just Thompson nabs it with his glove side there. Offensive draw here for the Caps. Boston come up with it on the blue line. Shot in, deflected. Thompson did not have that covered. He tried to play out, but the whistle had already gone there. Lapierre to take the draw. Wins it. Shipped out of the zone there. Boston will take it back in though. Shot blocked into the corner. Trevor plays it behind the net here. Back with it now. Off the boards and out the zone. Neutral zone here. Caps come up with it. Lapierre takes it across the entire ice here. Frank goes behind the cage. Missed pass. Lapierre tries keeping it in and does not get it. Milano will play it back here and we'll reset from behind our net. "33 seconds dividing the two goals there. Big hit there. Shot deflected. Another shot goes wide. Perhaps trying to clear it now. Behind the net. Bit of miscommunication there by the prospects. And Ethan Frank. No, not Ethan Frank. 2-0, 2-on-1 here. Deflected out. Got to put it behind the net. Boston come up with it. Boston trying to clear it. Only just gets it out here. Bit of a blindside hit by the Boston player there. Up on the blue line here. Not really moving up on the boards. Caps come up with it though. Trying to drive it towards the net. Caps in the neutral zone here. Try and play it in. But yeah, tips it in. Behind the net. Bumped off the puck. Okafor clears it. Two Boston players really high here. Boston with it on the blue line. McAvoy passes, shoots, and glove down by Thompson. 1-1 game. 10:46 into the first here. We will go to a commercial break here. And I'm back. Perhaps with it now. Up on the boards. Try to get it out. Blocked. A little bit of that shot, but it's gloved down. Boston really pushing it here, trying to get under the skin. Nine minutes left of the first here. Duhaime with it here. Shot on net and saved by the goalie there. Puts it home. 2-1 Washington. Milano and Lapierre here with the goals for Cap. That line of Lapierre, Milano, and Beauvillier doing pretty well here. Milano works it back in. Around the net. Beauvillier just about on the end of that. He's put into the board, so. Burns up with it here, across ice. Lapierre breaks it up. Beauvillier puts it out the zone to Milano, who dunks it down into the end. Boston in low, shoots, put into the boards though. Caps to exit the zone here. Tries to put it on the backhand, loses it in the feet though. Boston come up with it, exit their zone. In the neutral zone, they're up against the boards here. They dump it in. Caps with it behind the net now. Boston intercept. Tries to put it on it to flex wide. In the corner here. Battling up against the boards yet again. Oh, and the leg clipped, and the Boston players will not be happy with that. Rough stuff in the Caps end here. Bit of a sleeve foot there, I think. I think it was a try to hit him and he just sidestepped and caught the leg instead. Kneeing is the call, and Washington will be on the penalty kill here. Knee into the knee on knee, and just sends the Boston player head over heels here. Boston on the power play. 7:05 here left in the first. Sorry, I did have that up there. Sorry about that. McAvoy here. Behind the net. Up on the blue line here. Cycling it well. Shoots, goes wide. Duhaime here. Delayed offside here. Bit of a delayed call. And the Caps clear the zone all the way into the corner. Goalie for Bruins there forgot about the power play did call for the icing. Obviously, not gonna get it. Tried to get it out the zone there. Whiffed on the clearance, but it gets cleared anyway here. McAvoy plays it back. Geeky to Lindholm. Back to Geeky. Lindholm with it. Across the blue line here. One timer coming. One time pass. Cross, and it deflects in front. Thompson had enough on it. Send down to the Boston end. Change of legs here for the PK. Dowd on here with Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Trevor tries to take it into the offensive zone here. Takes about 15 seconds off the clock there. Boston's last chance at the end of the zone here. Gets around one, but plays it back up to the blue line. Along the blue line here. Last second here of the power play, and he's cleared out. And a one-on-one here for the Cap City, and it stumped in for the change. Boston will recollect here behind the net. Boston working through the middle here. Over to the wing, drives it. Short side. Fended off by Thompson. Another shot. Thompson's equal to it. Ethan Frank plays it ahead to Milano. Shoots. Bar down Milano. Sonny Milano yet again. We didn't get to see much of him last season, but we are definitely going to want him on this roster. That's a backhand for the first and just forces a breakaway. Drives the net and just roofs it into the top of the net there. "3-1 Washington here. And I think I've broken the stick on the draw there, so we will have to go change it. Back now. Caps win the face-off. It is dumped into the Boston end. Left behind there. But Boston trying to enter the zone here. Jostling for it. Boston come up with it. Shoots, goes wide. Washington exit the zone there and put it on net. Offensive draw to come here. Little testing in front of the net after the whistle. .354 here left in the first. Washington up 3-1. We will be going to commercial break here. If you haven't already seen, I have posted 2 videos up on the channel on the Be a Pro series. Go check those out. We will be having a 20-minute break here coming up in after this commercial break in the last 3 minutes or so of the first period. I'm moving the mint. Not sure if the thing's been updated here. Lapierre with 1 goal and an assist so far. Sonny Milano with 2 goals. Even Frank with an assist on the second Milano goal there. Not sure why Bouvillier doesn't have an assist on the Lopierre goal there. He did pass it over. Excuse me. Hopefully Milano is fit and healthy for this upcoming season. Not sure how many he played last season, but I know it was not many. I'll have a look now. Three games. 3 games was all he played last season. And the previous season he played 49. So hopefully he's fresh for us as the puck drops for the last 4 minutes here. Under the ref's legs there. And in low, tipped out in front and came out of nowhere there. I think Miroshnichenko there with a goal. Linesman got in the way there of the Boston player. But they are part of the play. Miroshnichenko gets it in front, sends it to number 87, Trinoven. Is that his name? I'm not 100% sure. Puts it just in front and it's just tipped across the net there. 4-1 Washington. Washington just looking far superior to Boston here. Although we did win the Metro last year, and was second in points over the season prior. Definitely got some good prospects there. Hopefully we'll get to see the two Protas brothers playing in one of the games. Ilya and Alexei. Would love to see those 6'5" giants playing together. Get those on the line together. Defensive draw here. Caps win it, but it goes all the way back into the defensive zone. Bouvillier enters the zone. This first line looking really good here. Behind the Boston net there. Linesman again getting in the way here. In the mid slot here. Loads of sticks flying. Boston clear it though. Caps have it in their own end here. Break out to Milano. Dumped in. And a 3-on-2 if Boston want it. They do not want it enough though. Boston still with it. Puts it on. Sticked away by Thompson. Along the blue line. Done behind the net. Caps intercept that. Just laying on the boards though. Caps come up with it. Milano. Dumps it out of the zone and they will change. Milano stays on to help. He'll go and change now. Caps might have an online rush here. Into the corner. Bad pass there. Boston intercept it. They'll head the other way. Into the... Not sure where that went. I think it deflected into the Caps bench there. vaguely enters the cap zone, but it's immediately taken back out again. Boston break it out into the neutral here. Toe drag puts it on. Kicked out by Thompson. The left pad save. Just above the blue. Never mind. It's sent around the boards. Boston missed that. Caps take it through the middle here. Nothing comes of that there. Boston dump it back down. Caps with it here. Last minute of the first here. Big hit there from Ethan Frank. Oh, not Ethan Frank. Number 58. I'm not sure who that is. Boston tried to interfere with the play, but got flattened in an open ice hit there. Todorov sends it on net into the corner. Put behind the Caps net. Boston will give chase. Shot goes wide. Caps clear it. And the final 10 seconds here of the first. Toe drags blocked by about 2 or 3 Caps players there. It's cleared into the neutral, and that will be it for the first. 4-1 here. Boston scoring first, but the first line here for the Caps just taking charge. 2 for Milano, 1 for Lapierre. And 1 for one of the prospects. I do forget his name. Bogdan Triniev. Logan only had 11 shots to face. Saved 10 of them. The other one from, I think it was Geeky. Yeah, Geeky. So there's a 9.909 save percentage right now. Compared to a Michael DiPietro. Had 14 shots against, only saved 10, so it's a .714, which is not brilliant whatsoever. Could do with a lot better there. I had a look at the other preseason games. One was today, one was yesterday, from what I remember. Stars versus Blues. There was a fight in that game as well. Went to OT. Stars won it, coming back from 1 down to winning in not in overtime, but a shootout. Rangers versus the Devils. 2 fights. Rangers won 5-3. Stars looked really good. Rangers, Devils looked really good. I think Devils just needed a bit more defense there. But over the 2 games played so far, we've had 3 fights. Chances are we're going to get another one in this game here. There is already some rough stuff. People want to take people's spots. This is a last 6-game chance. Bearing in mind, if you play bad in this game, you will probably not get another chance to play in any of the other preseason games. The last couple, they will be mixing them in with the big dogs, the Ovies, the Protus, your Stromes, those lot will be playing with them. Not much gonna be happening here in the intermission though. Let's have a look at any news on Caps. I know Ovi has his new cereal. Ovi's turned 40 now. He's a certified unk. Let's have a look for anything else. Ovi's still unsure on what he's gonna be doing in the postseason. Had some little players on the ice there in the intermission, having a little bit of fun in front of all the fans. Joe Beninati, Craig Lachlan. Lovely to see him back after his surgery. How many turnovers does Boston have? Milano's goal came over a turnover. Lapierre's came from a turnover. It's both on the left-hand side in the corner behind the net there. And the third goal also was a turnover. The fourth goal, sorry. It's a 12-11 in favour of Boston. 7 shots blocked by Caps compared to 3. Caps looking decent. Obviously, we've not got our big guns in. Little chat with Sonny Milano here. 2 goals already. Talking about his injury last year. Love Sonny Milano's hair. Absolutely batshit crazy hair. I forgot Bobby Villiers mostly speaks French because he's Canadian. Oh, now we got all the ads. The American ads are something to behold. That's for sure. I will just be right back. First intermission will be coming to an end shortly. Lovakic here, 18-year-old, first round pick this year. Be nice to see what he can bring to the table. Not sure if he's. I'm assuming he's playing tonight. I also think he's. I'm not sure if he is playing today. No, he's not playing today, but we will probably see him possibly next game against the Flyers. Sonny Milano looking to try and get a hat trick here. One on the forehand, one on the backhand. Not sure if he's going for a 1-2 later. Go for a little bit of a Ovi classic. The prospect's quite knowledgeable by the chat here. Gonna put on a few apparently. Go for a little bit of a Wilson change because early days Wilson was a little small, and now he's what, 220 pounds, 6'4", I think it is. If I'm right, I might not be. Let me double check that. Let's have a look. Da, 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 da. 6'4", yep, and 220 pounds, yep. I got it right. I do think Tom Wilson will be our next captain. People don't like him because he's a bit of an enforcer, but I mean, if you look at Ottawa Senators, they've got Brady Tkachuk, and I think everyone's taking Tom Wilson over Brady Tkachuk. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, Brady will just fight. Tom Wilson is gonna make you wanna fight and take penalties. Tom gets under skin. I don't think that Brady really has the same sort of set of skills. I mean, he plays all in low. Tom's not really as much of a point getter. He had a great season last season. Can check his out. Yeah, 33 goals, 32 assists with 65 points to 81. 100 penalty minutes though, but he has definitely reduced his penalty minutes. He's been a lot smarter. I mean, 2014 season, I mean, 172 penalty minutes. 2016, 163. 2016, 17, 133. 2017, 2018, 187. Last few years though, 2023, 24, 133 in 74 games. 24, 25, 181. He's still obviously taking penalties, but it's most of the time it results in someone else also taking a penalty, so it kind of levels it all out. But still, 187 penalty minutes through 78 games is sort of ridiculous. Taking an average of what, 4 point something. He's taking 2 penalties at least, or a double, or I guess fighting penalties. It could be fighting 5-minute major, and he's definitely had his 10-minute majors in there. That's for sure. Not sure why he got swiped in 22-23 of the assistant captain, but I think I think he's becoming a captain very soon. I reckon once Ovi goes on, I don't think Carson will really get it. He doesn't come off as that sort of go-to guy. Plus, it wouldn't be for long anyway, because Carson's what, 30, mid-30s? But I don't know why the second period about to start here. Fresh slate of eyes. Austin come up with it. Geeky puts it in. Logan came out of his net to stop that there. I'm not sure if it was totally needed. Caps come up with it off the boards here. Even Frank dumps it, avoids the hit. I would like to see Ethan Frank playing. He didn't get many chances last season coming up from the AHL. Fill in for some of our injured guys. Duhaime with the A on the jersey today, though. Not sure who's captain for the game. Can't think off the top of my head who it would be. Bouvillier might, quite possibly. He's probably got the most experience out of anyone, so most likely him. Although it would be funny to see Thompson with it. Bouncing in front here. Horrific pass there from Boston. Could have had a really dangerous shot here. But they enter the Cap zone here. Try to play it around the boards. Cap's just covering all bases here. Cap's exiting the zone. Trying to enter the offensive zone here. Behind the net in the corner. Milano tried to chip it off the back of the goalie there. Do want to see a Milano hat trick, preseason or not. We do need to see him getting some confidence back after being out for so long. He's had a rough year. Behind the Caps net here. Bit scrappy behind the net there. Boston come up with it. Puts it back around the net. Boston still with it. Duhaime on him though. Bouvillier coming back to help out. on the back check. And it's taken out. Perhaps take it all the way in here. One man taking on three. Put in front here. Bouncing up around the place here. Miroshnichenko trying to get something going here for himself. Perhaps take it into their own hand here. Break it out. Drop pass. Puts it on the net for a tip in. It goes wide. In feet here along the blue line. Trevor. Plays it across. Shot blocked. Boston exit the zone here. Just stick on the ice in the centre. Thompson comes out to play it. Might have left it dangerous there. Tries to put it in short side on Thompson. Boston playing it along the sides here. Round one. Tries to play it against the boards. It got stuck against the boards there. It comes in front. Thompson does not get all of it. He lost where he went. He thought he went on his left hand side. It went to the right hand side. He got some of it, but not all of it. Just like that, it's 4-2 Washington. Just getting all caught behind the net here. Not sure why Trevor played it back there, which left the man open. I did go left side. It just went too close to his torso, just under the blocker side. Did try and block it out into the corner, just was too quick of reacting there. Perhaps enter the zone here. Pushed into the boards though. Shot goes wide. Bounces up in front. Doesn't get connected to the stick though. Boston enter the zone. Bit scrappy. Caps get it out. 2-on-2 here. Pass blocked and it deflects into the Caps bench. Once again, that's like the fourth time it's gone in the Caps bench here. Not even halfway through the game. Does not happen this often usually. Layden is on the ice. It just doesn't seem to be in the. It doesn't seem to be on here. I know it is now. Don't think it was earlier. Might have been changed. Might have got it wrong earlier. Does he have anything on stats? No, he's not done. Not got a shot on goal. Definitely not got any points yet. Not seen much of him yet. Not sure how much he's getting there. Boston put it in here. A shot to the front. A pass to the front is blocked. Goes into the corner. Boston still with it. Puts it on net. Put wide. Put back onto Thompson. Saved. Perhaps trying to get out of the zone here. Goes through several legs there. Sends it ahead with the Dowd. Dowd delays. Puts it into Ethan. Across the blue line now. Wrister blocked into the corner. Duham lost his stick there. Picks it up. He very, very nearly too many men on the ice. Duham didn't realise someone had just jumped on for him. He was close to the boards though. So he realises quick enough and just jumps off the ice. Milano here. Puts it in front. Lapierre. Set up here. Milano again with it. Puts it in front. Shoots. Blocked. Went up high there. Lapierre takes it to the mouth there, I think. Yeah. Bleeding in the mouth there, Lapierre is. Boston tried to clear it, but it's just too close. It just goes up it goes up the Caps player's stick. Goes up Labier's stick and just straight into the mouth. We get to see the bald man himself. First time I've seen him all season. Coming up on my screen there. So, offside? I'm assuming it was. Definitely wasn't. Definitely wasn't anything else. How many are these? How many players are these teams going for? Ovi ain't moving. Strome ain't moving. Bouvillier, I'm pretty sure I'm going to play with them because they worked really, really well this year. Unless Protus goes back up with them. But I like Protus as a second line, but we've kind of got our second line. So he might end up being on the third. Bouvillier can play on any line, though. He's a very adaptive player. That's why he drives it in there. Doesn't get the shot that he wants off there. Boston take it in. Trevor clears it into the neutral zone. Caps pick it up. Miroshnichenko here. Shoots. Big rebound there, but it just escapes under the stick of the player there. Shoots on, and Thompson gloves it down. Boston really testing by going up to the Thompson here. Realistically, I'm not sure if there's even that much point putting this other goalie in apart from keeping Thompson fresh, really. We've got Lindgren. No one's really gonna take Lindgren's already better than some teams' goalies, and he's our backup. So our goalie tandem is just covered, really. Realistically, people are fighting for a fourth, possibly third line. I would like to see Ethan Frank. I want Sonny Milano to be able to play as well. I'll take Milano over Ethan Frank. Lapierre and Miroshnichenko. They're good players. I just don't think we have room for them right now. And they do need they need experience in the NHL, and we can't give it them. I would say maybe think about trading them. They'll get the shot in different teams. Ducks, Chicago, the teams that have the space. Gonna make a play here with Miroshnichenko and two of the new guys. Defensive draw here. Boston come up with it. Shoots, deflects off the corner. And some rough stuff up in front of the net here. That same Boston player. I'm telling you, this Boston player is really testing it. Number 48. Don't know what his name is. I'll have a check on the 48. Jeffrey Veal got an assist on one of the goals here, but he's just. I'm not sure if it is that sort of player normally, but you can't really tell in these type of games because everyone's just trying to impress the coaching staff here. Caps clear it into the neutral zone here. Shot tries to go on that. Deflected wide. And again, Veal again is going for people. There is going to be a fight between Veal and someone here. VL, his name is. I've been corrected. Just purposely bumping into people and then taking it out on others. Someone will definitely drop the gloves with him later here. Not sure who it will be. We don't have our usual guys ready to drop the gloves here. Duhaime, possibly. Duhaime had quite a few fights last season. I don't see Miroshnichenko or people like that. Trevor might drop it if he needs to, but again, doubt it. If anything, I think Duhaime or one of the new guys, but Duhaime I don't think is really going to be on the ice at the same time. Put in front, Frank puts it wide though. I'm not sure if it was affected. His speed is really showing here though. Puts it in front, almost banks off the Boston defender. Trevor puts it in on net, blocked. Not sure what's happening here. Whistle is gone. I'm not sure what for. I think it was a stick from a Bruins player on the last play. Yeah. Would have been a for sure goal if the defender didn't get there. Goalie was down and out there. Hustling here. Boston beat the icing. Knocked down in the process though. Shoots, goes wide, well wide. Boston's still with it though. Backhand wide. Boston lose possession now. Beautiful 3-on-1. Saucer and he scores. Number 41 with Milano again on the ice. Lapierre also on the ice here. Lapierre seems to be alright from taking the puck to the face earlier though. I'm not sure if he got the assist Milano on that one or not. Frank's got an assist. Mershchenko, Bouvillier, and Lapierre have an assist so far. Not sure this goalie for Boston is really going to get much going. Thompson coming off here, getting some rest in. Gets to sit on his special chair here. We'll get to see Gary Bjorklund. Probably completely butchered that guy's name. I got the first name down there. Can't do surnames. Some of them are just too much. The Eastern Europe ones and like the French ones, just they ain't working. Basically anything that's just not straight English, easy. Slap shot blocked. Caps exit the defensive zone here. A 2-on-1. It's poked away by Boston. Almost in on own there. Pickpocketed by Caps though. Boston exit their zone here. Dumped in. All the way around. Caps pick it up though. Right, it's taken back into the Caps end. Trying to enter the zone yet again. Bouncing puck in the corner there. Sent out. But partial break here. And saved. First save for this new goalie here. Not sure we're really going to get to see him at all. He might come up as a... At most, he might come as a replacement if one of our goalies get injured as a backup. But I think that's as far as they're really going to get here. We've got our tandem. It's not really going to go anywhere more than that, really, unfortunately for them. Who do we actually need at the minute? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Thompson leaves the ice with a 867 save percentage. Not brilliant, but only 15 shots against him. So letting two in isn't great, but he's not got a huge amount of defensive help here either. So can't complain too much. Who have we got here then? Oh god, we've got all of our other ones on here. Okay, so we got Bouvillier, Chikrin Carson. That's some defense there. Matt Roy, Ferravari, Trevor. Who else have we got? Dylan McElrath. Still got quite a lot of. Okay, so we got Ovi, Tom, Ryan Leonard. We'll see him again. Protostrom, Conor McMichael. Oates' brother. I would like to also see. Nick Dowd. There's not many spaces here that are really going to go for anyone. Very up against the boards in these corners here. I'm not sure if all the new guys are struggling to get it out or whether it's just people are being off season for too long or not. Sort of in the zone here. Sort of struggling to get in and out of zones on both ends of the ice here. Boston putting some more pressure here on the forecheck. Milano at centre ice. Gets dumped in. Picked up behind the net by Caps. Trevor there. Playing very high up. Trevor actually the highest player up the ice, even as a defender. Neutral zone here. Cleared in. Definite interference there on that play, but nothing awarded. I think I was on Lafayette again. Another save. Up against the boards here again in the corners. A glove pass there, I think. Yep, arm pass. Everyone changing here. Getting the people on the ice that they want on the ice here. .718 left of the second. Caps 5-2. Shots 21-17 for Caps. Boston come up with a draw here. Sent through, dumped in. Behind the Caps net now. Boston still with it. Tried to play it on the blue line. Sent all the way back down to the Boston netminder there. Restart from behind the net here. Drives the left side. All the way in. Round net here. Avoids a big hit there. Back into the defensive zone for Boston. Still with it though. All possession here currently for Boston. Caps goalie came to play it there. Seems comfortable doing it, which is good to see. Drop pass. Tipped by their own player there towards their own net from Boston. Caps try and enter the zone as well. It's intercepted and dumped into the Caps end. Caps go to retrieve it now. Stretch pass. Not sure if it was tipped. It was. Caps with it in the corner. No icing call, but everyone stops play. No whistle was blown, but everyone's in a standstill. Apparently an icing, even though I think we tipped it. Even if not, our player was there first, so it doesn't make any sense. Spencer talking to the referee here, not very happy about this. And now there might be a change in what they're going for a centre ice straw. Carberry just has that sort of aura about him where, as after winning coach of the season last year, he can just get the game back under control himself as a coach. But Caps 5-2, 5:56 remaining in the second. We go to commercial break here. Let's see if anything's happening in the chat. Next game, 7 p.m. puck drop. And back on the way here. Perhaps send it in. Boston with it. Exit the zone in the neutral zone here. Cross ice. Caps come up with it. Ethan Frank using his speed here. And back in the defensive zone, Trevor will take it around the net. Banks it off the boards. Ethan Frank really using his speed to his advantage here. Don't know what happened to Milano there. He seems to be on his arse. Boston with it. Across the blue line. Blocked. And he bounces out of the zone. Put up against the boards there. Perhaps claim it in the back corner here. Play it behind the net. That would have been a late hit. It was avoided though. Caps take it in. Milano puts it around the net. Takes a weird bounce off the boards there, and it's covered by the goalie. Not sure why they didn't just play it. Maybe trying to slow the game down a little bit. Getting Boston chance to change possibly. Although they were in possession. They could have definitely changed there, but and stayed in possession of the puck, but they opted not to. Boston do win it though, plays it behind their own net and plays it out into the neutral zone. Caps on it though. Taking it up the right hand side, plays it in the front. Bounces wider than that. Up on the boards, Caps come up with it, shoots. Not fully covered there. Rebound was there. Not sure about the news on Ovechkin. He had a lower body injury reported. Not sure if it was him trying to get out of doing extra training or not, but Caps player without a stick here. Not going to be easy to get a stick back with it being the second period. He does manage to get it out and get a full line change here. But long lead covered by the goalie. 6 preseason, we got Boston again. 2 lots of Columbus. Devils and the Flyers are next. Boston with it, covered by the goalie. A delayed penalty there. I think Caps will be holding penalty. I think Caps will be, yep. Caps will be on the penalty kill again here, but we killed it pretty easily for the first one. Dowd, Trevor on the PK. That was hardly a holding call. If that's what we're calling a holding penalty, then the game's gone. That was very, very. That was about half a second. Boston lose it out of the zone though. 25 seconds already killed and not even in the cap zone now. Drop pass. Finally enter the zone. Play it around the boards. Boston still with it. Playing it around the boards. The blue line. Boots. Blocked by Dowd. Boston back with it. Across the blue line. One time fake. Boots. Goes wide. Caps clear it all the way down. Halfway through the Boston power play now. Boston enter the zone here with 45 seconds left. 1.5 left of the period. Goes wide. Caps almost had it there, didn't quite get it. Boston playing it along the blue line. Drives it in. Drop pass. Behind the back. Goes to no one there. They're in a very dangerous chance. Blocked. Tipped wide. Sends it all the way down here. Last few seconds of the power play here. Not sure they'll get much out of this as Caps are back to full strength. Just in the corner behind the Caps net yet again. Seem to like these corners this game, both teams do. Shot goes wide. Caps with it. Exit the zone. That one might have been actually icing. Don't remember where we touched it, unfortunately. Caps play into the neutral zone. 2-on-1. Pass it across. What a save from Boston in the last 10 seconds of the period. What a save. Beautiful pass in play, and he just slides across and just gets the toe on it. What a save. That is going to get him a good spot on the Boston roster if he can perform that on a regular basis. Second period is now finished. 5-2 is the score for the Capitals. Do want to see if we can get not Miroshnichenko, a hat trick here for Sonny Milano. Would be nice to see him getting back to what we know of him. I wonder what the pairings are going to be like. I think Logan will be number one again this year. Ovi with I think it's gotta be Ovi and Strom are gonna be together, let's be honest. And then Bouvillier. And then second line is Tom. Who else? Tom Protus. And then let's put Tom Protus, Dowd. Third line is Duhaime with Ethan Frank. Oh, we've got Dubois in there though as well. He might go second line. And we got Conor McMichael to go in. We have like one or two players, and like that's it that we need to get. But we've got Ethan Frank. We've got Lapierre. We've got Protus's brother. We've got Linden. We've got Ryan Leonard. We've got Sonny Milano. We just do not have the space. I'm not sure if we're gonna give some people up for draft picks because we want to keep Linden probably at least for now. Depends what Ovi's doing. Ovi's obviously taking up 8.5 mil. I think it is at the current moment. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's 8.5 mil at the minute. But looking at it, we're just so like we got Chikrin, Sandine, Trevor, Carlson. Who else have we got? Peravari, Matt Roy. That's 6D already. Dubois can play D. He did last season. We have just got so many players right now. We just got we got Dylan McElrath as well. It's gonna be interesting to see how we play this out because I don't think we're gonna be as good as last season. Because I really like Mangiapane. I wish we kept Mangiapane. I really liked him as a player. He took too many penalties. They were usually pretty stupid ones, but I did really like him. I don't know where we traded him to, unfortunately. But we are absolutely dominating this game so far. 23 shots to 19, 12 scoring chances compared to 8, 20 to 21 hits, 15 compared to 7 bot shots, 19 to 21 on the face-offs. These cap jerseys look a bit patchy, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously they've got them a bit last minute for these guys, but Third period will be starting shortly. Gap's 5-2 in a good position here. Obviously, it doesn't mean a huge amount right now. Our first game will be against Boston for the regular season, followed by New York Islanders, so we'll get to see the #1 draft pick for the year. Then we got the Rangers, Tampa Bay, Minnesota. Then we have the Canucks and the Kraken. They make up our first 7 games. Taking us from the 9th to the 21st. Well, not 9th to the 22nd, at least for me. But the 8th to the 21st for most people, though. I think Carolina will do really well this year. Obviously, they've picked up some big guys in the offseason. I do think if I was to predict the Metro, let's have a look at the. If I'm looking at the Metro, I'm thinking Hurricanes first. And I mean, to be fair, Devils, Islanders, and Rangers can be anywhere on there. Like, it really, really depends on how they do. And Devils depends how Hughes is, because they rely on him a lot, but he gets injured so much. I don't think Islanders have got enough. So I think the Hurricanes, Rangers, Caps, Blue Jackets, Flyers, I think will be close, but then I think Islanders, Penguins to finish it off. I think Penguins are gonna be bottom. I think Islanders were bottom, I think, last year. Can I have a quick check actually? No, it was Flyers that were last. Flyers are the bad end of the season. Devils did pretty well last year, but I don't think they're as strong this year. Blue Jackets had a great end to the season. I think Flyers could do some bits if they picked up a few pretty good players. They picked up who did they pick up? Trying to think. I think they picked up Zegras. Although I think that line might be a bit disgusting that he's on, because there is a couple flashy players on that team, and obviously Zegras is known for the flashy players. Is he 2 or 3 Michigans now? He created a new goal with the Michigan assist. He goes for the flashy shit. So I think I think some of them are gonna have fun this year. I'm not sure who the coach is this year though. Might not be the most enjoyable, but Discord, all the Caps fans getting hyped up here. That's a stat. They put Logan Thompson up against Michael DiPietro, or however you say his name. The record is Logan 87, 38, and 17 compared to 0, 2, and 0. Goals against average 2.62 compared to 5.25. A .912 save percentage and .771. 6 shutouts compared to 0. I think I know who I'm taking. Logan all the way here. I will take a quick break here before the start of the third, so I will be back momentarily. And the third period is starting to get underway here. I just got a drink. Ryan Chelsea here. Getting ready to start the second with Milano. Would love to see Sonny Milano getting a hat trick here. Only needed one more, so it would be nice to see that. Might be a ice issue here, even before the period starts, which is not ideal whatsoever. Bit of a delay to start the third here. The last 20 about to begin. There we are as the face-off draw, and the Caps win it. Caps win it in the centre here, dumped in. Caps player jumps up for that. Not sure what the call is here. Don't know if there was an offside. I don't believe it was offside, but Caps enter the zone here. It's behind the Boston net. Boston come up with it though. Intercepted by the Caps here. Intercepted again by Boston. Almost a break there for Geeky, but stopped by the Caps. Caps will change, get fresh legs on the ice here. Through the middle, into the zone here. Bump onto Milano off the puck there. Sent all the way down for an icing. 1 minute exactly into the third here. 19 more to go in the third. 5-2 Washington. Shots 23-19 at this current point in time. Sonny Milano on 2 goals. Looking to get his third. Boston clear it out again, and it will be icing once again. Playing the chasing game here, Boston, apparently. They do want to get possession of the puck, though, if they want to try and claw themselves back into this game. And although Boston win the face-off, Caps come up with the puck. Goes around the boards. Caps still with it. Milano tries to drop it in there. Does not work. Milano comes to help out in the corner. Villiers there. Boston clears again. If Bitmore was on that, that would have been another icing. It's cleared into the Boston end. Boston with possession. Washington changing on the fly. Caps pick it up behind the net. Tried to clear it. Deflected in the slot there towards the net. It went wide though. Oh, big slap shot, just inches away from a player there. I don't know who that was who took the brunt force of that straight in the leg, I think there. There'll be a bruise there for tomorrow. You could tell he felt that one as well, the way he went down. Cap send it around the boards though. Miroshnichenko behind the net. Puts it in front. Doesn't connect the pass. Boston dump it into the corner. He's on his own now. Caps just take it straight back off them. Bumped off the puck though, but Caps collected again. Bad pass there, left Boston with it, but Ethan Frank comes out to help out. Dumps it into the corner. Caps failed to keep it in the zone there. Play it around the D. Driving it in. Could have carried it a bit longer there before the drop pass. Giving the left winger a little more room. And a big turnover bouncing off, left him open. Goes wide. I saw another one draft pick there. Had a bit of a break. Seemed to go wide. I don't know if it deflected wide or something there, but it didn't look like a very dangerous shot. Caps come up with it. Bouvillier sends it into the draft pick on the left side. It goes around the net. Boston with it now. Intercepted Bouvillier. Takes it in. Shoots for a rebound. Goes wide. Good forecheck here by Duhaime. No, it's not Duhaime. I think it's Lafayette. Behind the Boston net here. Boston with it. They'll slow the play down here. Get the changes they want. Dumped in. Caps come up with it in their own end. It's taken out of the zone. Punt into the zone. Takes it back to the centre. Boston with it. Works in. Shoots. Saved. Wasn't covered though. Stuck in a load of feet there, that puck there. Sonny Milano with the puck now. Good game so far. 3 points on the night. That's stuff attempt. A player's been... Miroshnichenko's injured there. Seemed to get sat on. I don't know if a skate came up and clipped him there. Him and Lafayette both taking it to the face this game, though. Being attended to on the bench there. Shot for Washington there. Saved. He goes behind the net. Miroshnichenko's glove is still on the ice from earlier. There's a stick that's been there for about 10 minutes now. I'm not sure why the linesmen aren't picking them up. It keeps getting in the way. It's gone from the far side corner now into the close side face-off circle. And there's another stick on the ice. There's now 2 sticks on the ice. No one's missing a stick, so I'm not sure what's happening on that front there. Left in front there, saved all in on a lone. Boston saved by the netminder though. That went out there and offside. Good save there from the rookie. And we'll go to commercial break. Still do want Milano to get this hat trick though. He really does deserve it after he's had a good game. He's had a rough year. He needs the confidence. He needs to get back into it. He's not really been able to do much for the last year other than train, and even then it's not been at full whatsoever. No, he tried to. The rookie tried putting it low, but above the pad would have been a more ideal position there. 13:20 left in the game now. Boston put it into the Caps corner. Caps with possession up against the boards here. Rookie sends it in now. Puts it out in front. Caps pick it up now. Puts it around the net. No one to help out there. Pickpocketed on the line, but just gets out. Caps regain possession in their own end. Sends it in. Boston take it out of their zone now. Geeky intercepted by Duhaime. Duhaime driving it in. Would not think that Duhaime just pickpockets a player like Geeky that easy. There is quite a difference in skill between them, even though Duhaime is still a excellent player. Not a defender though, and he was playing full defense there. Defensive draw here. Dowd wins it back, but Arvidsson carries it up. Duhaime is there again now. Boston in the neutral zone here. Plays it in. Drops back. It's in the corner now. Caps players helping out here. Duhaime passes it over. Dowd. Definitely a trip there, yeah. Duhaime definitely tripped him there. He's complaining a bit. I don't know. I don't know about this. I think it was a trip, but we'll see the replay in a minute. The refs are talking now. I think Duhaime saying he didn't actually touch him. It looked like a trip. I'm not sure if it was. It's a bit of a hook. It's not a trip though. No penalty on the play. Is the call. There was a call on the play of a trip. It was a bit of a hook, but nothing really that major. Player just goes down. Duhaime avoids the penalty there though. Ref's actually going in the Caps' favour for once. Usually that's not the case. Milano puts it on there. We will get a bit of a shootout later, regardless of the scoreline, just to give us a bit of extra fun apparently here. Would love to see TJ Oshie with the announcing crew as well. Dumped in here and icing against Boston. 11:33 here left in the third. In the corner here, Milano. With Bouvillier and Lapierre. Very young line here. Milano fires it short side, almost sneaks by, not quite. Milano with it behind the net, puts it around the boards. Sonny still with it behind the net here with Bouvillier. Shot goes wide. Milano goes, try and claim it again. Just cleared out the zone though. Bouvillier will make a change there. And so Milano now as well. Boston going in now, shoots, goes wide, high and wide there. Up on the boards here. Takes it on the blue line. Shot saved, was loose, but perhaps help out there. Boston going back in here. Nice move. Slap shot. Deflected, goes wide. And a penalty against Washington here. You ain't getting a double minor for blood when you've just put your hands in your mouth to basically cut yourself to get something. There is nothing there. Butt end of the stick onto the face, but definitely not a 4 there. You're asking for a lot if you're trying to get 4 out of that. Still complaining on the bench, but it's definitely not. Bruins 0 for 2 on the power play. They've only had 2 shots on the power play. It's not great. We enter the halfway point of the last period here. Shot on net is deflected wide. Kiki to McAvoy. Shoots, goes high and wide. Again, they try to rotate it again. Slap shot saved, kicked it out, and sent all the way down the ice here. Caps will change. Coaching halfway point of the power play here. Shot goes on, bobbling, putting nothing dangerous there. It's sent back down. That's player applying pressure there, Bouvillier. Making sure he's fit for the season, I think, with the extra skating. 50 seconds now left of the power play. Nothing has been majorly dangerous. Shot deflected wide by the goalie there. Still in the zone though. Shoots, goes wide. Stuck behind the net now. Cleared around the boards. Boston still with it. Last 30 of the power play now. Still with it. Slap shot off the pad at the goalie. Cleared out and all the way down the ice. And that'll change. Entering the zone again here, Boston. Cleared once more. Just escapes the defender and goes out here. And it will lead to the end of the power play. Boston now 0 for 3. Caps back at full strength. 8 minutes left of the third. Around the net. Cycling. Shoots. goes off the post. It was in the blue paint, empty, but it's covered. Oh, some of the rookies just saved that one. It was sat there on the blue paint for a good few whacks, and it just did not move. Defenders helping out the goalie there. There was multiple shot attempts by Boston there to try and get the loose puck in. The defender did well to stop that going there. And we'll go to a commercial break here. Approaching the end of the third here. 7:45 left. Capitals 5-2 currently. Sonny Milano now being awarded another assist as well. Sonny Milano with 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Lapierre with a goal and 2 assists for 3 points. Bouvillier with an assist. Triniev with a goal. Frank and Miroshnichenko with an assist. Ryan Chelsea with a goal also. Seven players though with points today is not bad at all. Sonny Milano, Bouvillier, Lapierre, and Frank and Miroshnichenko are mostly doing their bits there. Duhaime definitely deserves a point here in this game. He's played an unbelievable game defensively as well. Stopped Geeky several times. And a defensive zone here. We've got Sonny Milano here on the ice. Sonny looking back fit and healthy. Milano playing with Frank here. On this line this time. Boston with it behind the net. Play goes down. Bouncing puck in the slot here. Definite offside there, but nothing called. Ethan Frank tries to get it in here. Boston pick it up in their end. Tried to clear it to center. It's not cleared though. Ethan Frank. Milano shoots. Deflected wide. Caps with it in their own end now. Stretch pass. Bounces off the leg of Ethan Frank there. Boston working in. Deflects wide. Covered by the goalie there. Boston getting some dangerous chances here. And a battle in front of the net here. Boston not happy here. Not sure if it's the being down by 3 here or something else, but either way, they are not happy. Almost banked it off the toe of the rookie goalie here, though. .648 here left. Shots. Washington for 25 shots compared to 28 for Boston. Boston with it. Shot is deflected into the corner. Caps trying to retrieve it now. Boston still with it. Deflects wide. Boston with it behind the Caps net now. Tries to play it off the boards. Caps come up with it. A beautiful spin move. They enter the Boston zone here. Play it in front. Slap shot from the rookie just gets blocked by a stick of the defender. Gaps will change. As they enter the zone here, they dump it in. Boston exit the zone. Bit of an odd man rush coming. They delay though. Not the best choice from the rookie there, but we clear the zone still NOA. Boston re-enter the zone, play it across. Play a beautiful backhand pass there. Does not connect on the shot. A 3-on-2, 4-on-2 if they're quick. Tries to put it in front for a tip. It does not connect there. And Boston with a partial break here. Beautiful defense there. The net is knocked off. Beautiful back check. There was definitely not a penalty on the play. There was no hook. All stick there. Just run out of room at the end here. Doesn't get to do his the triple deke wasn't happening. Rosen just shuts him down from behind. And we'll go to a commercial break here. $5:15 left in the third here. Caps still up 5-2. Nothing much happening here in the third. No goals. It's all Washington here in the first. Going four unanswered after Boston scored the opening. Okay. While we're in a TV timeout, we'll have a look at Sonny Milano and how he's what stuff he's dealt with the last few years. 2013, played 49 games for 23 points. Only managed to get 3 games in last season. Had no points from that. I mean, currently 4 points on this game now. Obviously a preseason game, but it's a game's a game. It won't go through his overall stats on the season, but don't always need that. And we're entering the last 5 minutes. A partial break here. One hands it on net. Capitals goal equal to it. Boston playing it around the boards here. Caps playing beautiful defense. Leaves a man out front now. Beautiful pass into the slot. Saved again by the young goalie. Sent into the Boston end. Big breakout pass here. Plays it around. Washington intercept. Have it behind the net now. Plays it up to Ethan Frank, who tips it in. Absorbs the hit against the boards. Behind the net in the corner here on Boston's end. Dowd plays it around. Across the blue line. Fires. A definite interference in front of the net here. Duhayman's a door off. Duhayman will not back down now. We know that from last season especially. Several fights last year. 3 minutes 40 left of this game now. Boston still trying to get through the defense here. Beautiful move here from the rookie. Played around the boards. Boston with it against the board now. Drops it. Cross ice. Deflects and goes out of the zone. Boston trying to enter the zone here again. Approaching 3 minutes left here. Caps with it in their own end. Breakout pass is intercepted. Geeky drives it in. Stuff attempt covered by the rookie. .256 here left in the third. I believe we will be going to a shootout straight after, regardless of the score. 5-2 currently to Washington. See one of the Hershey coaches there. Messy face-off draw there. Boston trying to play it in front from behind the net. Can't get it going. Blocks the exit though. Plays it in front. Just cleared out the zone though. McAvoy intercepted. Boston enter the zone here. 2 minutes 20 left of the game. Boston behind the net. Gets knocked off the puck. Plays it across the blue line though. Beautiful passing play here with Boston. Fakes. Curl and drag. Moshchachenko just gets the better of him there. Milano comes in here. Beautiful move on the backhand. He deflects wide. Back with it again. Plays it slow. Plays it across to the defender. Everyone trying to get Milano this third one here in the last minute and a half. Bouvillier. Behind the net. Across the blue line. Doesn't quite get on it enough. Boston in our end now. Trying to put it in front. Shot comes. Was deflected wide. Boston again trying to force it in front from behind the net here. Caps behind the net here as we approach the last minute here. In the Nugget minute here now. Caps just wasting time behind the net here. Doesn't matter for us. We dump it in. Bouvillier on the forecheck. Buries a guy. That's an offside there. I saw that from a mile off. Linesman didn't see it, but Boston get out of their zone now. Slap shot blocked by Bouvillier. Still in the zone here. 20 seconds left of the third here now. Shot goes wide. Boston still have it. Intercepted. And it's cleared. In the last 10 seconds, Boston will probably just keep this in there. And yeah, they're opting to just keep this in there. And now 3, 2, 1. Someone paused the clock there for about a second or two there. And the Capitals win 5-2. But we will be going to a shootout here for a little bit of fun. Let's see what some of the new guys can do. Duhaime having a bit of fun on the bench with Carberry there. Is Thompson jumping in? No, Thompson's giving him some pointers, refusing to go out there. With Auckland trying to get him to come out on the ice. Thompson saying, "Nah, it's all you." Giving him the ice time in the NHL, regardless of it being pre-season or not here. But nice to see Sonny Milano getting a go to see if he can get a bit of practice in as well. Although it'll probably be the prospects here. Bouvillier to start. He takes it wide. Goalie coming out a lot here. Stays with it. A little forehand backhand. Tries to put it 5-hole, but nothing really on it. Wasn't dangerous at all. Bouvillier just did not have him faked. Did not know head fakes or anything. Charlie McAvoy comes in. Stick save. Nothing through the first here. The first round. 2 more rounds to go until sudden death. Sonny Milano, he will get a shot of it. Will we get the third goal? Goes wide. Tries to drag it onto the backhand. Doesn't get enough height on it. Had the goalie beat. Couldn't get it up though. Very patient. Just if he waited a little bit longer. Patras, beautiful edge work. Just couldn't get it past. Beautiful footwork there. Ethan Frank here. He's got the speed. He doesn't go wide. He tries to put it 5-hole. Does not work out. 5 for 5 for the rookie goalies here. Geeky. Shoots, pad save. Sudden death up to come now. I think they're just getting a bit of fun out of it now. Is this Moshchenko is getting a go. He goes wide. Tries to go 5-hole again. Almost takes the linesman out. 07. Yeah, they're all trying to go 5-hole here. I think they need to try switching up here. Lumel goes wide. Forehand to back at a beautiful save. He was all out, flat on his chest, and he just reaches back and what a ridiculous save. Lapierre goes very, very wide, waits, and he scores. He went out so wide there, he just puts the goalie off, and he just puts it short side. Doesn't even go 5-hole. It's just goalie just did not have it covered. Minton comes in now. Saved. And the Caps win twice in one game. We win 4 points. We win 5-2 and then 1-0 in the penalties. So final score does end up being 6-2, but also 5-2. Slightly confusing, but that'll be it for the first preseason game. Sonny Milano, Ethan Frank, Lapierre, Miroshnichenko, Duhaime, and someone else. Can't remember. I miss someone. But they're all looking good. No one else really stood out that much. Rookie goalie did pretty well, but that's about it. To be fair, there wasn't that much else coming on. We'll have a quick check of the stats there. Ryan had a goal. Trinavied had a goal, so they'll probably get another shot in the next game. 13 for 13 for Garin, the rookie goalie. Actually had the same amount of saves as Logan Thompson, but Logan let in 2. But that does include the shootout at the end there. So Sonny Milano will be taking home the game puck here with 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, 4 shots on goal. Lapierre, though, did get a goal and 2 assists, so he also done a very good game here. But that will do it here for this game. Next game, I believe, is Friday night. Technically Saturday for me, but I will see you all then. Go check out any of my videos that will be uploaded by then. I think there'll be another Beer Pro. Already 2 posted, so go watch the 3rd one. But yeah, I will see you all later. It's been a good first game of the season. Good to see the prospects all getting a chance. So yeah, it's been a good stream. Not had many people to talk to per se, but been a good stream nonetheless. And I will see you all in the next stream on Friday night, or if you watch the videos, then I'll see you then. See you later. Peace.